What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and welcome back to another fusion guide for Dragon Quest Monsters 3. And today we are talking about one of the best healers in the game, the Slionheart. Now, this thing is not only an incredibly potent healer, but it is also a solid attacker in its own right. Just a very, very strong monster that also is pretty damn cool looking. Now, this one is going to be a little bit harder to get up to compared to the overkilling machine, but that doesn't mean you should sleep on it. This is another monster that once you get it, he's probably going to be in your party until the end of the game, and he comes along with some fantastic talents and traits. Just taking a quick look at the talents, we're able to cure all status ailments, we have good AoE heals, we have just a large baseline multi-heal, we can negate damage, we got solid AoE type attacks with Blessed Breath as well as Starfall, and on top of that, going over to the traits, once again picking up Tactical Trooper, which is phenomenal because in one turn he could clear any status ailments off us and then follow it up by also healing everybody, which is super useful. We have Health Professional, which is going to decrease the MP cost of his spells and increase the healing potency, and then we have Late Bloomer. So at round 3 and round 6, we're getting flat stat boosts across the board, which is super useful for a healer because the longer the fight goes on, the stronger he's going to get. So super, super powerful choice. Definitely a little bit hard to work up to, but with a little bit of diligence, we can get there. And honestly, any solid party is going to want to have a healer. This is the type of game where if you're going to be successful, you're going to want to have a healer in your party, because otherwise, eventually, you're just going to get, just knocked out by status and beaten down. So let's talk about building up Slionheart, what route we took to get over to him. And there it is, the Shogun and the Superior Slime to make our super slimy boy. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is getting up to the Shogun, because that is actually pretty challenging, but there are some things we can do to help mitigate that out early on. So pulling up the display capture, we can see over there, and I think I have Shogun up here. No, I don't. Well, so looking at the Slime General or the Shogun, the typical way you would get up to him is using a Behemoth She-Slime along with a Metal Rider. However, Metal Riders aren't going to be accessible early. We either need to exchange 10 metals, so you're hunting for those all over the map, or you need to be at an intermediate level to get one. So instead, we're going to be taking an alternative route to ramp up to the Slionheart. And so that's the first thing we're going to talk about, is making our way up to the Slime General. Now, the Slime General in particular, using him, we can do a couple different things to get up to him. Either we can do the special formula using the Behemoth She-Slime and the Metal Rhymer, or we can use a B rank slime or a B rank demon. As long as either of those are B rank, we'll be able to fulfill that and get him unlocked, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, one of the earliest B ranks we're going to be able to make in terms of the slime is right here. This is going to be the Behemoth King Slime, and this one's actually pretty easy to ramp into. So what I want to talk about is the route I took to get up to that particular slime and how we got that unlocked. Now, to start, let's talk about what you're going to want to fuse into. Now, very early on, we can get access to a King Slime, and this is just going to be a D rank slime. This is a pretty solid early healer that you could get access to, and he's actually pretty easy to make. All we need to do is combine 2 Behemoth Slimes together, and Behemoth Slimes just come from combining Den Ryu with a basic slime. We can make this guy from any demonic beast or dragon that is considered an F-type, and there are quite a few early F-types that we can get access to. So looking at the Monsterpedia here, hit Y, we will go for, just to show off a couple, Dragon and Slimes sorted on out. So right here, Heal Slimes G, who are going to be our F-types? Let's see, Slime Stack constitutes as an F-type. I think you're G. No, Slow Mangler also counts as an F-type, and he's actually used in this fusion chain, so you could use him. That one's kind of a pain to make. I think She-Slime is also counted as an F-type, so we could use that. And these are monsters you're going to find just in the start of the game. You're going to find them all over the place. So any of the F-rank monsters combined with a, with a dragon, we're going to make our Den Ryu dude. After we get access to him, I keep using the Japanese names, but jargon. So once you have access to 2 jargons, combine those with 2 slimes, and that is going to make you the Behemoth Slime, which is just going to be this big old fluffy boy. You combine 2 of those, and that's going to get you access to the King Slime, and that's probably what you're going to chill with for a little bit. The King Slime is is pretty solid. Now, with the king slime, we need to combine that with the coronet white, which is going to be this one right here, the pasty pastry. And to get that, we're going to have to combine that with a Goody Ganache. Now, to get up to these guys and get them easily, I'd suggest at least having the Candyland world unlocked. I believe it's the 3rd or 4th zone you get, but as long as you're playing through, you're going to get access to that pretty early. And what we're going to need to do is combine that with the white Ongo Bongo, and that's where things get a little bit tricky. Now, we've obviously been able to capture drum goats before. We've covered them on the previous episodes. You can find those in the lava zone. Just pulling up the material list, since we're going to need some material guys as well. Where are my material boys at? Right here. This little dude. We can find those in the north side of the lava zone. And if you need other material guys to help get up to the fusion, keep in mind that the little lamplings, these are considered G rank, so just good fusion fodder for any early materials that you need. But so considering those, let's look at what we're going to need to get up to the white version. We're going to need a drum goat, and we're going to need to combine that with blizzard. So for now, let's focus on getting up to the blizzard. And blizzard we can actually get pretty easily. So we're going to need a cloud. Cloud comes from nature material, either a G rank. Here we have a G rank, so knock that out. We're going to need the snowman. Getting access to snowman is also going to be in the Candyland zone. Once you're in the Candyland zone, you can just catch these guys in the winter. So that'll knock those two out, and that's going to give you access to the frosty cloud. On the other side of things, we're going to need the fire cloud. Now, the fire demon is going to be a little bit trickier to get up to, but there are some decent ways that we can get up to him. Let me just find him real fast to show our fire cloud off. Where is he? Why is he hiding from me? Why is he hiding from me? Why am I not seeing him? There he is. There is our fire cloud, our Grinferno. Pretty cool looking monster in its own right. But to get this, we need either a zombie type or a dragon type, and either need to be rank E. Now, one of the easiest E rank dragons you can make is just going to be the sword dragon. Hopping on over to our dragons. Let me find him. There he is, right there. And Sword Dragon is a super easy one to put together, the Stabasar. All we need is like the baby version of him and the saber. So showing those over on the fusion screen. This little guy, we can take any dragon and any material that are G rank, and that'll make us the baby dragon version of him, which is right here. And then we're going to combine the baby dragon with a saber. Now, saber is going to be a little bit harder to get to, because we need to combine a Bambooligan along with a Ghost Candle. But Ghost Candle, pretty simple. Any zombie type or material type to get a Ghost Candle. And then Bambooligan we've covered previously, but Straw Bag, which is slime and material, combined with Shield Guy to get Ropey Boy. Ropey Boy combined with the egg to get Bambooligan. Of course, if you followed the previous video to get the A rank attacker, you can already just yank a Bambooligan out of the mole hole and then combine that to get your saber. And so once you get those two together, you're going to have your dragon, fuse your dragon up, and then after that, we're going to have our fire cloud. So with our fire cloud and our frost cloud together, that is going to make blizzard. Once we have access to the blizzard boy, combine that with our goat, and that's going to give us access to the white goat. Combine the white goat along with the Goody Ganache, and that gives us access to the pasty pastry, the white Goody Ganache. Now besides that, we're going to need to combine that with the king slime. That is going to give us the slime pudding. Just to show that little guy, what that's going to chain up into. Where'd my slimes go? There we go, which in this case is cream Kara slime. And we need to combine the cream Kara slime with the cure slime. Now, getting a cure slime is actually pretty easy. This is another slime that you might work towards early on just to be a solid healer. To get that, all we're going to need is to get access to a heal slime, which we can get heal slimes in the beginner region in the fire zone. So we get a heal slime, we combine that with an angel slime, which to make an angel slime, we would also just use another heal slime. We use a heal slime alongside the acorn baby, which the acorn thing is super easy. Any F tier slime and any natural type, and we can make a angel slime, which in terms of F tier slimes, we could use our snow mangler once again. We could use she slimes, which you can find them very early. And then if you have some later areas unlocked, you could get Slime Stack as well. So combining any of those with a natural type will make the little acorn dude. Acorn along with Heal Slime is then going to create your Angel Slime. Angel Slime with another Heal Slime is then going to chain you up and create your Cure Slime. Once you have your Cure Slime, you combine that with the Puddin' Slime, and that is going to give you access to the Slime Behemoth. Now at this point, you might be done. Slime Behemoth is going to have some pretty decent heal stats that you could work with, but if you want to take him even higher, you could once again combine with another Angel Slime, and then I'll give you access to a Queen Slime, which has Pop Diva, has some very nice status type abilities here. Things like Sultry Dance, Dazzle Flash, Tap Dance, and I do like doing that fusion, just because getting Tap Dance for the MP absorption, that can be really nice. Lowering accuracy is always going to be super useful. Sword Dance gives us a nice physical type attack. So there is some decent stuff if you want to work that up to Clean Slime. But alternatively, once you get up to him, this is the main step we need. This is our B rank, and that is what we need to make our Shogun. So going back over to the Shogun, B Slime, and then any demon type, and that's going to create the Shogun, aka Slime General, which is going to be one of the main steps that we need. Now, working on to the other two parts of the puzzle. So we have our Slime General done. Now we need Slime Fang, and then we need Mohawk Man. Now, Slime Fang we previously covered before, getting access to the wherever he went. Getting access to the Slime Fang, there's a lesser Slime Fang that we can just make from a slime and an ant bear. And when we combine that with the Bunny Rabbit, which comes Demonic, we make the Dream Dude. Demonic Beast and Material, any type F, combine that with the Rabbit for the higher tier Rabbit. Combine the higher tier Rabbit with the lower tier Wild Slime to make the one that we see right here. And then we need to combine that with the Mohawk Man. Now, Mohawk Man is a pretty hard one to get up to. I don't even know if let me show off Mohawk Man real fast. Where is he hiding? And he's actually a solid monster in his own right if you just want like a good caster. There he is. Very, very angry looking, the Mohawker. Now, to get up to Mohawker, there are a couple different things you can do. But the easiest way is probably going to be either beast type or a material type that are going to be B rank. Taking a in-depth look at him. I already had him up. So there's a special formulation that you can do using the Mamu and the Crocodile Dragon. That one I actually found is a pretty long chain. Just kind of looking through it here. And see, we would need to make a higher tier Bag of Tricks. We would need to combine Den Den Ryu to get up to Gigan. We'd need to make Toto Man. Going this way, we're fusing a bunch of stuff. But instead, keep in mind, beast or material type, and either are going to be B rank. And that's what I ended up doing to get up to this guy. Now, beast, or what did I just say? Is it beast or material? So, taking a look strictly at beast and material types that may be B rank, and keep in mind, we have already gone through a couple of these at this point, but in particular, looking at our material types, getting access to an Alamore. This is going to be a rank B, and getting the Alamore up is going to be pretty easy with a little bit of fusion. Now, in particular, what I ended up doing to get up to this guy, if you have access to the molehill, we can just go back into the molehill, and we're going to recapture one of our slimes to fuse this guy up. Because this guy can be fused from a devil type and material type if either is B rank. And keep in mind that looking at devil B rank types, we previously had to make right here our Jugular Joker. We had to make him to get up to our killing machine. So we can either ramp up to another Jugular Joker, or you can go and you can just create a Jugular Joker. Once again, here just to show it, someone's gonna be like, well, how did I get to Jugular Joker? But I would suggest going to the Molehill and just re-recruiting one. Alternatively, for those that haven't made a Jugular Joker before, this is a monster that you're gonna need for a couple different fusions, but taking a look at him, pretty simple fusion chain. Baby Magician along with the Pixie is going to get access to the Greater Pixie. Another Slime Fang along with the Rabbit gets the Greater Rabbit. Rabbit with the Mole gets us Killer Mole. These two are going to make that. That's going to make Jugular Joker, which is probably the easiest one. So combining him though with any material is going to get us access to the Satan Mail, or the not the Satan Mail, but you know, whatever it was. And then that is just going to give us access to a B rank. So that way we can skip this whole long ass chain. I mean, there's further expansion here. But yeah, we can skip all that. We can skip all that by just getting a Jugular Joker real fast. Combine that with any material type, and then that is going to give us the Mohican that we were just talking about, the Mohawk Man. And then from there, you're basically just going to be set. Once you get access to your Mohawk guy, we combine that with the Wild Slime, which we've talked about before. That's going to make a Superior Slime. Combining the Superior Slime with the Shogun is going to give you access to Slionheart, aka God Rider. And an important thing to mention is while we're ramping up to this, the whole point of this is to get a solid healer. But King Behemoth Slime, Queen Slime, even just Shogun, those are all still very solid choices. In particular, the Shogun is going to be a more of an attacker than a healer, so keep that in mind. But Queen Slime is a great healing one. The larger Behemoth Slime is a great healing one. And if you do take it all the way up to Slionheart, at that point you have a healer that's basically just going to carry you until the end of the game. Even Superior Slime is a very strong choice as well. And there's some good skills that you can get from either of those. But that is going to wrap things up. I know there are a couple other monsters right now I'm working on ramping Iron Maiden up to one of the best magical attackers in the game, so it's going to be a little bit of time before we do another deep dive into a monster video. Kroger's another really fun one for pumping out some good magic damage. But either way, closing things out here, thanks for coming on by, and hopefully you ramp up to your own Slionheart, which will then heal you for the rest of the game.